also had to blow my nose. Yeah, like I was saying, this is against a Russian team that are apparently only playing in open, but they had a Prem Sniper Merc. And it was a pretty close game, if a bit of an annoying one for us. This usually works, but they're actually looking at me put it down. But I want to try pushing my luck here, so I give it a go. What mercs did we have? We had Popcorp playing Spy. Sin was playing Pyro, and Higgs had a cold. I don't know. Tim's a Trial NG. I think that's it. That's probably it. That's all I have to say about that. Yeah, so my government in Northern Ireland is probably collapsing today. That's fun. The trap didn't work, see? Just normal defensive demo things. I think I see a spy up there, but then I do call this Demoman, but calling it is as much as I can do really, and then just try to ping some damage at him. Straying into sniper sightlines a little bit too much, most likely. But Popcorn's near me, and the sniper is way up here. I find the problem with holding stairs is just like ammo, it's just reloading when things keep throwing themselves at you. I think the scout ended up pretty low, but I'm trying to put pressure on the sniper here, but I think we've already lost our... that was shitty. I got stuck on the... I got pinned to the thing. So we Uber, but I'm already dead. Yeah, I think we lost our sentry before that fight, and we get their medic, but we should just get out after this, because we see their sniper. They've got all the position, and they've got picks on us and everything, but we've got enough people alive to set up a defense after this. Yeah, if we decide to hold like actually forward on this hill rather than at the top of tunnel exit, because we just have the time right now, we can have people watch tunnel. I heard a spy decloak here, and people don't believe me until... Oh no, people just don't believe me generally, I think. That's a pretty good angle for spam, but since their sniper's here, it's kinda... yeah, I should have put more damage onto him, but I thought there would be other people punishing him for getting up that far anyway, like heavy or sniper or pyro or whatever. It's just kind of unfortunate that they went with me. I don't really know what happened there, to be honest. I know I definitely should have put more damage on him myself as well. I really don't like holding from this position, to be honest, and the sniper has position on the rock. I don't know, I just find it's an awkward angle. Oh, that's a nice work from Rasta and Raven though, picking up pretty much their entire combo, so we can retake this space here, get into a better spot. Takes us a while to kill the scout though. We're in a good spot here if we keep an idea of where their sniper and stuff is. Oh, but there's lots of things in tunnel, and that wasn't called. I'm just trying to deal with the sentry and stuff. They're coming up here. My stickies aren't very good. They could be much better placed here, I think, if I was reloaded and had an overheal in the right spot, but I was none of those things. Those weren't bad stickies from him. I was probably getting healed at the wrong times there as well. Like, if I'd have had an overheal during those kind of fights, then it would have been a lot better for that. But I think we need to work on the way we hold the second point for just for when certain people get the heals, and in that situation, like, I really need them. And they have a lot of space on us here, so it's going to be hard to work with. But we've got, I don't know, we've got the flank down pretty well. Scout's going to kill me, isn't he? Oh yeah, there's an NG and a mini in tunnel, and that's... people weren't calling it again, like... this whole scrim, for some reason, everyone is really silent. So stuff like there being minis and NGs in certain spots, or there being certain classes in different places, just was not being called. And we lose 2 from our flank already, and we lose house. And they've got people on cart. I'm just trying to spam out the top, but there's nothing we can do here. We don't have the space. We don't have the Uber. I don't have anything loaded. See, it's like sometimes I get heals when I'm just reloading and kind of passive because I'm coming back, which is useful in a lot of situations, but also sometimes I need them when I'm like actually in the fight, which means I guess sometimes I'm just too far extended. I think that's my first kill this game. I might be too far up already actually. That sniper's in an annoying spot in that house. Yeah, it's just a matter of getting heals at the right times and maybe being too extended or not communicating that I want to be followed in sometimes, that I get these kind of silly deaths that I'm not coming in at the right times for. I think Rasta sees that spy and will deal with him, but then just gets killed by him instead, which was pretty shitty. I should have called it myself, but I assumed that he saw it. And we get flanked here and drop Aruba. Yeah, as soon as they got the space there, I guess, up the hill, and I mean with their sniper, jeez, sin in this situation. As soon as like they got the space with their sniper, they got the space on our flank. We just lost so much space. They got the corner, and we were just being so disorganized that it was hard to do anything except be pushed back. And we should have just Ubered out into them and gone for a trade and then got out probably. But see, I'm stuck here and I decide to go for the pack if I can. But that was just shitty. Like our combo had got out and got up top. But they're dying right now as well. But I couldn't get up top, and their sniper was just doing what this team apparently does, and it's just full-time overheal sniper here. And we lose our sentry, which is like the second line, so this is the time for a really panicky hold. I probably shouldn't have dropped down there. I could probably block the cart better from up top. I think it was actually just a mechanical mistake. And I realize that the way their sniper has been playing with us most of this game, I need to get to a better spot. And I don't really like taking the fight from this situation, like from this angle. But you don't get sniped so easy. And their team isn't being too attentive to rushing me when I try to peek out, so even though we don't have the space. Oh yeah, it's called like to try and take upper from under, and we're just like, okay, rush through. So there's snipers there, and I think it works out. They chase our medics so hard. But oh, did I steal the pack from Kippy? I thought. I'm not sure. They don't really bother, like, trying to... Oh, cool, splash damage. They don't really bother trying to take top from us so much as just put pressure in main, I guess because their sniper is there and their team was playing almost entirely around their sniper. Yeah, I've not usually played against teams that just focus on main and singularity. And because do we only have a mini or is it only level 1? I think it's level 2 now. Because we don't have a sentry watching the cart so much, they can put some easy pressure on that, which is why we lost all that position. I'm dropping down to deal with the spy, which probably isn't an amazing choice, but I think we're staying on top of their sniper right now, so I'm not worried about that. And it's still pretty good being in the back here. I just have to be wary of their sniper coming back. I want to take the space back up top here, but they've all got front stairs, and I've got a pretty good spam angle on them. It's just, okay, the sniper's back in, we have to stay close to this corner now. And this is just playing against, like, where you have to completely... No, those were kind of okay play stickies. I mean, that was probably the best thing to do in that situation. We picked up a good kill from it. Playing against a sniper that just dominates their own team, like the way they play and everything, is just kind of hard, but it's something you have to deal with sometimes. Yeah, so we're trying to take upper again. This time we're not being spammed out from the other side. I don't know. I don't think we've been playing this last point very badly. We've just been occasionally taking damage in the wrong areas and having to fall back, or they've put pressure on the cart and we've had to fall back, which has been okay. And it's better to do that and survive than not do it and die. But having to play around such a dominant sniper on their team, like I say, is just kind of hard to deal with. And the sniper's watching me now. I think I just see him there. That's like the only angle a sniper can get to up top from main, I think. But it's also very difficult for me to spam that. That soldier was cold, which is why I got that pipe. But the sniper's now got pretty free space in main. And they've popped, and I kind of forget that it's quick fix for a second. And then I realize during this Uber that I'm taking damage and might die. But Sin comes in from the back, so we don't take too much damage. If they'd focused it slightly better then, or Sin hadn't been there, then we'd have died during the Uber, but they come in after it and KB's already gotten out of there. Which it's kind of shitty. They got a lot of early space. I know I'm saying it a lot, but they pivoted like the pressure that they got from having their sniper in main, and the sniper picked her heavy, and then going for the trade and the afterfight just worked for them with that. But because we've got the sentry still up, we're okay. Like, the fact that we have the sentry is what's saving us, and dropping down was probably a poor decision there, but I didn't want to just stay around the sentry. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting caught out without much ammo and kind of in the wrong spot sometimes, and they have under, it turns out. Oh, and my my pipe fired at a pyro. Takes care of Higgs, pushing him into the pit. Yeah, we didn't have under there for a second, which was really bad. And they've got someone on the cart, and I feel that I have to block it, so I go into the sniper sight line. And because it's against this sniper, I die. It was probably a bad idea to go in there in the first place, because our sentry could have handled it, but look now, like, they're getting so much space on it. I didn't want that to happen, for them to just sneaky cap, but it really wasn't as much my job as I thought. And here, I think they're just, like, they've got the space up top, but not the classes to go and cap, necessarily. And I'm not going to say that wasn't my fault, but I think it's just one of those things that we probably wouldn't have lost right there if I hadn't have been stabbed, but I needed to look forward to look at the cart. I could have looked behind me at any point. It's just if I looked behind me at every point where I could be stabbed, then we wouldn't. Then I wouldn't be able to like actually defend the cart because I'd constantly be looking at spies. And considering that our team just weren't talking very much this scrim, we weren't keeping track of where their flank was, where their sniper was, where the spy was a lot of the time, and it was very messy towards the end of that last hold anyway. I think that was just an okay play by their spy. That was me reloading the HUD, by the way. I think that was about 14.5 minutes, and most of that was the last hold. So we reacted pretty well. Our NG did well to keep the sentry up. That saved us a few times. So we've got a pretty good time here to push it. I decide to try something fun, but I expect our spy to be in position sooner than he is, so what happens is, as you will see in a few seconds, I take a pipe, and I think I take some more damage. There are some stickies there that I didn't look at. I take another pipe, and I'm out of there. It's one of those things. I don't really know how long it generally takes spies to get in position, but yeah, I got a pipe. I went in at the right time eventually when our spy went in, which was good coordination, and though I didn't have perfect stickies or anything, I put enough pressure on that collectively we got an uber force. And we don't want to lose too many players here. We're gonna pop really early here because their sniper's still up. And when I see their demo, I say to just pop it soon. I think I fire the stickies too early, and the sentry forces me back here, which is actually fine, and they seem to have lost track of me anyway. Their NG ends up being really weak. And this is really good, like, our team are putting pressure from the front, and there's a fucking demo behind them, and they've got no sniper now. So I guess this whole situation is just lucky on my part, but... Get out too. There's a telly behind us. Is anyone gonna deal with that? Yeah, it's gone. Okay reaction by me to forces outside my control. If I had not been forced back that far, then I probably would have just been pinned and died instantly. So I probably should have taken it a bit closer to the cart path and would have been able to spam out the sentry and everything a lot easier. Ooh, that was a meat shot. Higgs push to talk or something wasn't working sometimes in this game because he would just throw sandwiches and like the call apparently wouldn't come in, and I think they call for spy calls to come in as quick as possible. But another annoying thing about the way this team played was that their pyro he would only stay with the sentry on all of their defensive holds, so I would get pushed back, like right there. And I just have to think about what to do in those sort of situations, because I don't know what to do right now, apart from try to have more hit scan classes with me at the right time, but I needed to take the Uber in because we needed to take the sentry with it. Yeah, Higgs, it was, well, you occasionally didn't say things. I don't know if that was the nature of your push to talk or your cold. Like with that sandwich just there, it was, when I was talking about it was just kind of there. I think our medic dies, and I go in for a suicide, and it almost kind of works because the medic's out of position, but I had no real plan for that. I didn't expect anything to happen. We spend a really long time pushing this point. Good jump, I know. I think what ends up happening, I think I called that we should put some pressure on the cart right here, because we can't just wait for an Uber and then trade and they'll still have everything up. We have to actually do something. So I'm trying to help out here, but my stickies were really not on point today, or yesterday even. So when I try to help out here, I just don't get any damage, and but we pretty much have the Uber right here, and I've stayed alive trying to do something, so at least we've attempted some work with the time we have. Oh wait, no, yeah. We didn't have the Uber, but now we're just gonna wait for it anyway, because I'm down. Yeah, which I think generally pushing third, the good thing to do when you're not going for an Uber trade is to put some pressure on the cart, get your sniper up there, try to pick off their flank classes, and then you can put the proper pressure on. But we're just going to go for a straight trade here, because yeah, pyros. They haven't even Ubered yet, so see, none of these stickies are hitting. It's just these days are really annoying because I just can't help those team fights, and all I can do is shout at my teammates to compensate for my bad damage. The cider probably wasn't helping in that regard. Yeah. Rest is distracting pretty well, so I get some damage onto their heavy. And, well, we got the demo down pretty low anyway. And we got a lot of space up here. If we can rush their heavy, or just do a lot of damage to him right here. We've got good space. It's... I don't know, did the soldier block our people on the cart, or did we not have people on the cart? Like our NG right here should be on the cart. Because that's how this point works. You take the space up to here, you don't even have to go any further, or necessarily take the sentry down if you get the space on the cart. But now people are on it too late, and we're losing our flank classes. When you take that kind of space, you really have to go quickly, I think, on this point, to capitalize on it. And if the combo can, like, even just during Uber trades, can keep theirs busy. Oh, the sniper gets our fucking medic again, just as we're about to Uber in and save me. So, this was the annoying thing playing against this team, just, it was like, okay, well we're gonna go in for an Uber. Oh, their sniper's so far above both of our team's skill levels in general that we have to play completely differently. So I'm calling to put some pressure on cart again, because their sniper's got house on lockdown. There's nothing like with the combos that we can do right now, apart from when we wait for a... Oh, I'm just going for any trade I can, by the way, any possible pick, because I know the medic's going to be pretty much untouchable in the little drop-down corner. I'm just waiting for an Uber, which we pretty much have now. Oh, 20% away. Okay, now we've got some space on the cart. It's up one of the spirals. Going good. Gonna drink my tea. See, we've got some space. We should get some people on the cart. Rasta just died, which isn't great. Get this pyro, please! I don't know, maybe we should... I'm so lucky to survive that. The sniper was ridiculous. Like, they know I'm here, yeah. If their pyro hadn't been there, like, I don't know, should we bring like a heavy in on these Ubers much closer, or bring a scout, or bring the pyro closer in with us? Because that's just a hard counter right now with these Ubers that I'm leading in. Because an un-Ubered pyro can completely destroy any chance, like it did right there. That was because our spy said he would be able to sap, so I went in at the same time. Rasta use the direct hit at the same time. So we do get the sentry, even without the sap. Maybe partly because of the distraction. So that was pretty good, but the usefulness of sentry picks I don't feel is that big, especially now with the way the Jag has been buffed. That sentries can just, I think someone called right now it's level 2 already, and we're just waiting to get Aruba up again. So med picks are just so much more efficient as a method of getting an advantage in pushing payload, I think, now than sentry picks were. I should have just put a layer of stickies down there, but I know their pyro is going to be real close, and he's just going to blast them away if we do that. But we did the thing. We did the thing that you're meant to do when you push third. You get up the little hill bit, you keep their combo occupied in that drop down, and you push the cart, even if they have their sentry up. I think we played that pretty well. The Soldier and Scout both play aggressive together pretty well, but Sin gets some good reflects. So right now, I think picks are about even. They have a sentry up already, I guess. I think we take this under when we get it, since they have their combo properly up. But see, this is what I mean about their Scout and Soldier seem to play pretty well together, and are in the same space at the same time. I think I whiffed some damage here. Yeah, it could be better. But that was just going in for a trade, basically with the same rationale that I should have expected that sentry there. Why didn't I? And our sap's a little bit late on the coordination on that. I think we would have been able to get the sentry if that had been like 4 seconds earlier. But there was no, I didn't call any plan to do that, so that's just as much my bad as anyone else's. We bait out this order a bit, which is good, and I call that we should spam the sentry right now. But then things are rushing us, and oh, I do get the sentry. I didn't notice that at the time. So that's a good thing to do, I think. Like that's a good angle to take if they have most of their players up top and you've taken under. I think me and Rast are just spamming it out instantly. We called it take top here, but it doesn't. Oh, KP drops. That's kind of shitty. I'm trying to just do whatever I can right here. The sniper's watching from somewhere as well, but I don't know where. Yeah, that was just one of the things about this offense, that we just had some really shitty things happen sometimes that would sometimes make Kippy drop before the Uber, or their pyro would block it completely, or you know, just some little things like that. See what I mean about the pyro? Most teams keep their pyro with the combo up top, but that one was just staying with the NG and being boring. Which I guess with a little more pressure, we should be able to like put more pressure on the combo here. But that call to take top was not mine, I think. I think someone said take top, and I just thought, okay, well we're pushing last and it's not worked so far, so let's try it. But in my heart of hearts, I think I knew it was a bad idea, because Demoman like that can do so much good damage. I don't think they have Uber yet. Oh yeah, someone forced them in the meantime, which was really good. Except now, their pyro is baby guarding the sentry. What am I? And I don't have anything loaded, but what am I meant to do generally anyway? Our spy doesn't quite get to it, but Higgs picks it off anyway. And this this scout doesn't die until Gibby gets him right there. The sniper's still watching from somewhere. That's the spy. We're just popping in to do anything, because we have about 9 seconds left on the clock at this point. And it was going pretty well up until right then. I mean, apart from, you know, the general last push, but I mean, it was going pretty well, that particular push. But that was kind of shitty. That whole game, like, the sniper, because sniper is a shitty class in this game with shitty mechanics. It was fucking us up pretty hard. Yeah, and some of our pushes like just didn't take account of the fact that their pyro would be there sometimes, um, or the sniper, and we would just get caught out. Yeah, I don't think I know I say this kind of thing a lot, but I don't think that those were any like massive problems on our part, as much as just just like annoying things happening consecutively and not being able to do annoying things back to their team. I don't think we were making any deathly mistakes. Before I load this up, I'm just gonna check the washing machine again, which I'll be back in about 20 seconds.